LSU has found itself in the middle of chaos this week. The Tigers not only fired head coach Brian Kelly, but 4 days later, athletic director Scott Woodward, the man who made that decision, was also gone. The moves have drawn heavy attention and political involvement, especially from Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry, yet the university insists that everything is business as usual in Baton Rouge. The chain of events began last Sunday after LSU's loss to Texas A&M. The defeat dropped the Tigers to 5 wins and 3 losses, effectively ending their hopes for a conference title or playoff spot. Kelly, who came to LSU from Notre Dame with high expectations, was only in the 4th year of his massive 10-year, $100 million contract. His record of 34 wins and 14 losses was respectable, but not enough for fans who wanted national championships. Despite being one of college football's most experienced coaches, his tenure never quite clicked. From his awkward Southern drawl to inconsistent performances on the field, Kelly never fully won over Louisiana. What followed, however, was even more surprising. Just days after the firing, Governor Landry publicly criticized Woodward's handling of coaching contracts, pointing to massive buyouts such as Kelly's $53 million and Ed Orgeron's $17 million. He even referenced the $77 million buyout for Texas A&M's Jimbo Fisher, though Woodward was no longer there when that extension was made. Still, the governor's comments made headlines, and within a day, Woodward was out. Landry's involvement is part of a long tradition of Louisiana politics blending with LSU football. Nearly a century ago, former Governor Huey Long famously inserted himself into the team's affairs, even calling plays and leading the marching band onto the field. But this time, the interference is more about money and control than pageantry. LSU's athletic department, however, operates differently from most state programs. It is largely self-funded and relies on private donors rather than public funds. Those donors have reportedly agreed to cover Kelly's buyout, meaning taxpayer money isn't part of the deal. Still, Landry warned that he didn't want state officials to bear financial responsibility for what he called reckless spending. Now, the university is trying to stabilize. Verge Osbury has stepped in as interim athletic director and insists the program remains strong. He says LSU still has championship-caliber coaches across its programs and that nothing is broken. A search committee, which includes members of the university's board of supervisors, will lead the hunt for the next football coach. Governor Landry, meanwhile, has called for more performance-based contracts and fewer long-term guarantees, though such deals are rare in major college football. Osbury, however, says the mission is clear: get the best football coach available and restore the winning tradition LSU fans expect. Despite the turmoil and political noise, Baton Rouge is determined to keep moving forward. The Tigers want stability, and their next hire will define whether this storm marks the beginning of a new era or the start of a deeper struggle.